I was visiting my parents over spring break. This was the first time I'd tried out Airbnb, since the city I was going to was small, and Airbnbs were cheap there. The atmosphere felt a little off. It was very dark, not busy in any way at all. No streetlights on the road, and nobody walking around or driving. And the Airbnb home I was at was the only house with lights on. It wasn't even that late, but all the other houses were dark. There were maybe 1 or 2 lights in a couple of houses, and that was it. Maybe things around here were just different. I didn't know. I headed into the house and got my things unpacked. I had no plans for this night, aside from resting from the long drive and just getting comfortable at the rental. A couple hours went by. It was probably around 9 or 10 when I heard something outside of the room. I paused the TV and waited a few seconds. Then I heard it again. It was someone knocking on the front door. I immediately checked my phone, thinking maybe I missed a call from the host, but I had nothing. I got up and went down to the front door. They were continuously knocking, so it seemed like they actually needed me for something, and it wasn't just a salesman or whatever. I opened the door. There was a man in his 30s, wearing a black winter hat and a distressed red flannel. He looked confused when he saw me. I said hi. He sort of awkwardly smiled, then went back to a straight face. He mumbled something under his breath as he turned around and walked away. I closed and locked the door. I really had no idea what to think about that. The way he was knocking over and over, only to just not say anything and leave, was weird. I went back to the bedroom. The rest of that night was fine, and I got up early in the morning to go out and see my parents. I was out until 6. When I got back to the rental, I was pretty tired again. I went to the bedroom and just watched TV and chilled for the rest of the night. But around 9 again, there was that same knocking at the front door. And it was the same guy. He was wearing the same hat and flannel. This time, I only cracked open the door and asked what he needed. The man's reaction was almost identical to last time, except it was more dramatic, like he really didn't expect to see me again. He turned and walked away again. A couple hours went by, so I turned off the lights and went to bed. When I woke up, my eyes opened to the pitch black bedroom. It was dark and quiet, still the middle of the night, but I sat up and I started to hear something from outside, maybe like a whisper or something. Then there was a sudden knock at the front door. It was loud and harsh. I got up from the bed and went into the hallway. The loud hits against the door shook the whole house. As I quietly crept down the hall, I caught a glimpse of something move past one of the windows on the other side of the hallway.